and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. All right, see, but the Lord is coming to put things right side up and back in its course, back in its rightful order. Okay, so back in this definition, it says to be put back to a former place, to a former position, to a former rank, to restore the king to his throne. We're going to be back kings and priests, because right now we need to be restored, because princes, like it says, are walking as servants upon the earth. Right now, we the lowest of the lowest. Okay? But we're going to be put back. It says to give back, make return or restitution of anything taken away or lost. All right. Our land was taken away from us. Our rank was taken from us. Our position was taken away from us. It says or lost. All right. The lost tribes of Israel. Okay. Because we lost who we were. That's why this Jeremiah. All right. This is another staple. Jeremiah 17:4 says, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not. All right. That's what happened. That's what happened to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's what happened to the Israelites, the chosen children of the Most High God. That's why they call themselves so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because they lost their way. They lost who they were. But the Lord is going to come and restore those. All right. And we're going to get the scriptures right now to prove it. This is Isaiah. All right. This is Isaiah. So that was the first definition, restore. Isaiah chapter 1. And before I get to my point, I'm going to hit the top. All right, this is Isaiah 1 and 1. It says, the vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Azaz, and Ezekiel, the kings of Judah. All right, because at this time, this prophet Isaiah received prophecies. All right. And all the prophets received prophecies of the time that they were in up until the time that the Lord come and beyond. And they talked about those things. That's why the scripture says that he have told you the roughly paraphrasing, he have given you the end from the beginning. All right. And all in between. All right. This Bible prophesied of the things that was going to happen. OK, from way back when in the ancient times when those prophets were around up until the time that I'm talking right now and you listening, up until the time that the Lord come, and up until the time that we're going to be in our kingdom and the things that's going to be going on in the kingdom. They prophesied of those things. OK, they talked about those things as the Bible, the Lord said that it was going to happen. OK, so Isaiah 1 and 2. It says, hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel, the Israelites, doth not know. My people doth not consider. Okay, so we're talking about the Israelites here. All right. And we lost who we were because we got scattered amongst all these other nations. OK, so and then Isaiah prophesying of these things. OK, because back when he was getting these visions, we knew that we were the Israelites back then. OK, so this wouldn't fit back then. All right. This fit now when we don't know we the Israelites. OK, we don't know that Yahweh is our father. All right. And ours only. OK, as that Joel 2:27 says. All right. Read that. But for time's sake, I'm not. But But Israel, my people, don't even consider that you're the Israelites, because now you done been so hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, and run amok that you sitting up here, you enjoying your captivity, trying to live your best life, not knowing that you about to get something coming. Okay? And it ain't gonna be fun. But jumping down to my point, verse 26, it says, and I will restore thy judges as at the first. As at the first. Remember, at the first, there wasn't no other nations. He wasn't going to give his glory to another nation. All right? He didn't give these law, statutes, and commandments in the ways of life to these other nations. We read that. Okay? So I will restore. There go that word restore. And we just read the definitions of what restore means. I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. All right? At the beginning. Okay? It says, afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. That is what we're going to be called. All right? When we're all back in our right mind. It says Zion, which is basically another like surname for us Israelites. All right? Which means monument. Okay? Or memorial. Right? It says Zion shall be redeemed with judgment. They go. Matter of fact, that's one of my words. We got another word in there in this same one. So same chapter. So Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts with righteousness. Let's see what that word converts mean. We're gonna go to what's this? Isaiah 1 and 27. All right, that word converts comes from the Hebrew word shawab. Shawab. All right, which hits another one of my words, return. Return. That was that was the word convert. All right, convert. Of my converts, right? Because he said, I'm gonna hit 26 again, and I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts, those that return to the Lord, with righteousness. Okay? It says, and the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake the Lord shall be consumed. There go your 2/3 right there. All right? Because the 1/3, right? Well, first and foremost, the 144, which is a part of the 1/3, and then the rest of the 1/3 is going to return. Okay, they're going to return. They're going to forsake their flesh. They're going to forsake their own lives that they were living and doing their thing. They're going to forsake this wicked world and living their best life. And they're going to return and be holy, be separate from all other nations and what they do and what they about, and living their best life. All right. And obeying their thirst. Okay. And doing as thou wilt, and YOLO and all that stuff. Okay. The elect who's going to have salvation is going to return. But the 2/3 of our people, they're going to be ashamed. Okay. And I'm reading it. So it says, I'll read it again and then continue. It says, and the destruction of the transgressors of the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake the Lord shall be consumed. For they shall be ashamed of the oaks which ye have desired, and ye shall be confounded for the gardens that ye have chosen. So all what you put your hope in, you think is your strength, and those who are strong, and you listen to them, and all that these religions and philosophies that you worship, all these false doctrines and stuff, You're going to be ashamed and confounded that you have chosen those things and not chosen Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and going through the furnace of affliction and going through all these things that we must go through, okay, to have salvation. Okay, you're going to be ashamed. Okay. All right. For ye shall be as an oak whose leaf faded, and as a garden that have no water, no understanding. All right. Man, that was beautiful. But I'm gonna keep going. But that one chapter, those scriptures hit redeem, hit restore, and return. All right. It hit them all. Well, not all. It didn't hit reconcile, but carrying on. This is Isaiah 58. This is Isaiah chapter 58. And I'll start at 1, right? But then go hit the point in verse 12. Verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Okay? Because we had all messed up. Okay? We have been through all manner of doing all manner of things like these heathen nations, all right? And just disobeying our power. So it's saying, hey, man, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. And that's what the prophets, all right, the men of the Lord that has been risen up in these last days that we're in now, that's what we're doing, all right? And that's why we're hated, all right? Not only from all other nations, but we're hated from 2/3 of our own people, okay? When we trying to tell them of something glorious for them, for us, okay? Jumping down to verse 12, it says, and they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places. Thou shalt raise up the foundations of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairer of the breach, and the restorer of paths to dwell in. All right, because our people are now walking in a path in a way not cast up. All right, as it is written. Okay, see, but we are the repairer of the breach. All right, because we were all in harmony with our power and us all together. Okay, but when we disobeyed, all right, we disobeyed and we turned our back on and forsook our power, Yahweh, he forsook us. And then there was a breach. Okay, it was broken. Okay, see, but now we're coming back. We're repenting and we're being holy, and we're coming back and we're teaching our people. And only the elect is going to understand and return. All right, and that breach is going to be repaired. It's being repaired. Okay, repaired. Like it was already, we were a pair, but no other nation was a part of that. All right. That's why we're repairing the breach. OK, it says, and the restorer of paths to dwell in. We are restoring, all right, the ways that we were supposed to be. Now, of course, we can't do it perfectly, but we do our best. That's why Judges 5:11, it says we're going to rehearse the righteous acts and we're going to do the best that we can. OK, that is who the Lord is coming to save. Those who doing the best that we can. All right. And he know. All right. And if you truly have faith, you're going to do the best that you can. All right. So carrying on, this is Jeremiah 30. Jeremiah 30. And once again, I'll start at the top. It says Jeremiah 30:1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, thus speak the Lord power of Israel, saying, write thee all these words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, The days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. And when it says that the days come that I will bring again the captivity, that's talking about that he's going to stop our captivity. Okay, we're no longer going to be in captivity anymore, is what this is saying. All right, so check it out. It says the days come, because right now we still in captivity. Okay. But the days come when he shall bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. He's going to cause us. Oh, there go that word return too. All right. But the point, we still in restore right now. All right. But it's still beautiful to hit these other words that I got too. But he's going to cause us to return to the land that he gave to our fathers. Who did he give the land of Israel to? Who did the Lord say he espied that land? For us, Israelites. Okay? And we're going to return to that land once we come out of this captivity, once he redeems us. Okay? All right? We can't do it on our own through our own power. It's going to be the Lord that does it. Because he said, I will not meet thee as a man. He's going to meet you as a power, and he's going to be able to do it. Okay? Up until then, that's why our people, they try to get all manner of these groups together, and you had the Black Panthers, the Black Lives Matters, and this group and that group trying to get us, to a place where we're accepted and they're not killing us, and we got our own businesses and we're flourishing. We're never going to flourish. It says in the scriptures that it cannot come. The place that's filled with all good things, where we're all one and together and love each other and at peace and it's beautiful, that cannot come until this place is destroyed and we're out of this captivity that we're in. All right. That's why he said in that Deuteronomy, which I'm going to hit. I ain't even write it down, but 68, Deuteronomy 68, 28 and 68. Right, because he said that we're going to go into captivity. We're going to go into Egypt again with ships. All right. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. We're not going to see our land no more again. All right. And it says, and when we get to this land, no man shall buy you, meaning no man shall redeem you. No man shall redeem you from the predicament that you're in. So you can gather all the Black Lives Matter. You can gather all the Panthers. You can gather all these militia groups. You can gather all these whatever groups, okay, to try to come up with a revolution and get us, together. Not going to happen. All right. We're going to come together, the elect, first and foremost, through the word. And then once all things is fulfilled, then the Lord is going to come back and redeem us. That's the only time. Okay. So it says, once again, verse 3, for lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. Okay. We're going to possess it forever and ever, like Daniel said. Okay, and we're going to rule over all these other nations. They have to get their punishment first and go into captivity and go through. Matter of fact, that's in this chapter. So let me continue on. I'm going to jump down to verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay, the time of Jacob's trouble is right soon. We're basically, coming into the beginnings of it. Okay. Right now. See, but the apex of it is going to be like no other time before. And our people are going to be pulling their hair out, not knowing what the hell going on. They're be scared. They're going to be dying. There's going to be famines, killings to the max. Okay. But you want to be in the spirit in those days and know why these things are happening and know what's about to happen after that. Okay, so you can be stable in your mind, like it says in Isaiah 33 and 6. All right. For wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. You want this knowledge now so you can be stable in those times, like the times of Jacob's trouble. All right. Where it says none is like it. Okay. So before the Lord come back and return us, take away our captivity and return us to our land, this is going to happen. It says, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and I will burst thy bonds, and the strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Okay, these strangers, these other nations are no more going to have us in captivity. They're not going to serve themselves of us. Okay, it says, but let me see. Yep, it says, but they shall serve the Lord their God and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. That's who we gonna serve. Okay, we're not gonna be serving these strangers no more. Right? It says, verse 10. Therefore fear not, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord. Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. And that's not going to happen until the Lord intervenes, okay, with spiritual power. All right. For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and I will not leave thee altogether unpunished. So this is what we're going through right now and being punished. But he said, though I make a full end of all the nations whither I have scattered thee. All right. Our punishment is light compared to the punishment coming to these heathen nations. I'm reading it. I'm going to read it again. For I am with thee, saith the Lord. Talking about the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all the nations whither I have scattered thee. All nations where he scattered us was all over the world. All right. So all the nations all over the world, he going to make a full end of. All right. Keep going. Verse 12. It says, for thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable and thy wound is grievous. Matter of fact, in that Isaiah that I was reading, chapter 1, check this out. After I said, it said, the ox knoweth his owner, 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Verse 5. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. That's why our people is all messed up like they are right now. This is written that it was going to happen. But check it out. Verse Jeremiah, back in Jeremiah 30 and 12. It says, for thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. See, we can't on our own, just us, cure it. We can't get us out of this predicament. We can't get ourselves out of this captivity that we're in. Okay? And right now, we're not only in a physical captivity, straight up, but we're in a mental captivity, which sometimes that could be just much worse. Our people think that we free and think that we doing it up and living our best life and we going somewhere and we just, they a few sellouts of our people, they give them a few dollars. All right. And then you think that now you can get the American dream and all this stuff. They got us, man. They got us good, but return to the Lord. Okay. We're not going to be able to cure this on our own. Okay, it's going to be the Lord. Verse 13. It says, there is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. Our lovers talking about these other nations and their ways, their philosophies that we seek after. Okay? It says, all thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased. I have done these things unto thee. Verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So they had us go through all this stuff. They did all these things unto us and messed us up. Look at our people today. Okay? He's going to punish those other nations now. Okay? It says every one of them shall go into captivity because they haven't been punished yet. Okay? Verse 17, for I will restore health unto thee. The Lord is going to restore health unto us. We can't do it on our own. We can't come up with no group or revolution and, get us back together. Okay? We're going to do it through the word first and foremost, and then the Lord is going to do the rest. Okay? It says, for I will restore health unto thee. But it's only going to start with those who return. Okay? Those that's still a part of this world and you want this world to continue on, you're a part of the problem, even if you think you're a good person. If you want this world to continue on in this present setup, because as long as the Lord hadn't came back, it's never going to get better. All right? It's written. It's never going to get better until the Lord comes, destroys this place. Matter of fact, I'm going to just get it real quick. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 4, verse 28. It says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. All right? The Lord is coming with the destruction of this place. Okay? And then it's going to be built back up. Okay? And we're going to have our slaves to do it. Okay? I'm reading all this stuff out the scriptures. Okay? Hey. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. And what's sown with good is the kingdom of heaven that's going to be right here on the earth, ruled by the righteous people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the Hebrew Israelites. That's your nationality. That's your race. Okay? That's your ethnicity. So, now that I read that, going back to Jeremiah 30 and 17, it says, for I will restore health unto thee. All right? There go that restore. All right? I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wound, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion whom men seek. This is Zion whom no man seek after. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents and have mercy on his dwelling place. All right. He's going to take us out of this captivity and set us in our own land again. And we're not only our own land, but the Lord said, I go to prepare a place for you. We're going to inhabit everywhere, all existence. Okay. Man, it's going to be beautiful. So you can just get this up. No problem, man. That's why he said the suffering of this present time shall not be compared to the glory which shall be revealed in us. The same glory that he will not give to another nation. And as it is written, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them.